When asked about this month, I always think about my parents. My father used to give all of us gyoche, snowdrops, and there were four of us: my grandmother, my mother, my older sister, and myself. We knew spring was inside our house, and it was because my father brought to each of us gyoche. I didn't care that much about Martishor, but this simple gesture that my father always decided to do on his own will stay with me forever. And of course, March 1st comes, we have to choose a date. Karibabata, Karibabata. Well, mine has always been March 9, but in recent years I've decided to change it a little bit. When I gave birth in 2005, years after when my son could understand some of my traditions, I played this game with him and I explained to him about Baba Dokya. And the moral behind this story. And he played along. When March 8th was coming, my father would bring flowers to us again. But then he made another gesture on the following day. March 9 has always been full with aromas and flavors and is so Proustian that I am completely grateful that I was born on that date. It was a Sunday. My mother went into labor and I was born. And in the years after that, my father would always bring fresi. And I would fall in love with this flower. When I came to the States, it was very difficult to find snowdrops. And it is still very difficult to find them. But freesias, in recent years, it seems that on the East Coast, this delicate, fragrant flower is not that difficult to acquire. My grandmother would be in the kitchen baking muchanich. There is such a beautiful story behind this as well. March is the International Women's Month. But for me, is always the month when I start a new year. And I look behind to make sure that I honor those who helped me become who I am. And I look ahead into my son's eyes because we must stay connected. La mulți ani!